from Miami. You had a PR in the hurdles, or matched a PR, had a PR in the 100. How are you building on that momentum for this slam?
You know, I didn't really know what to expect coming into Grand Slam about a few weeks ago, and now I know what to expect. So I'm really excited to show out here at Franklin Field. It's my first time, and repeat.
And does it feel like you're going through rounds? Because obviously for other racers, the 2-4 group, they're used to running a 400 on Thursday, a 400 on Friday, versus the hurdles, you're always running the hurdles. But does it feel different running a hurdle race and then coming back and running a flat race? Or does it feel like rounds still?
It kind of feels like rounds to me. I mean, I still get prepared the same way as I do for the 100 as I do the 110. It's just in warm-up, I don't have things in my way, which is kind of nice. But I mean, everything's on the line. We want to be here to compete, and I think we've all done that at every slam.
Absolutely. And Cordell, you opened up the outdoor season with a bang. You had a phenomenal 2 weeks. You beat Grant Holloway. Then you come back, you run 12:87, world lead, fastest anyone has ran at this point in the season. How are you feeling?
I honestly just feel like me. I'm just coming into the season the way I thought I would before, but it's just a matter of getting comfortable with being a pro and all the things that come with it. So in order to get to this point, I've just been me the whole time, been enjoying it.
And in that, you had all of that momentum, but then you took a break. Was that break purposeful, and what have you been doing to keep that momentum, to keep that fitness a month later?
I mean, I think when we run this early in the season, you kind of check your fitness level, see where you are, and we're way ahead of schedule. So we got to dial it back just a little bit, because if you run fast early in the season and you don't run fast in July, you ran fast for nothing. So we just kind of dialed it back a little bit, figure out where we were, and come out and compete here in Philly.
And Daniel, you have had historic seasons in 23, 24. We're talking about Cordell running 12:87 in, what month are we in? May. You haven't necessarily had your breakout performance yet. Are you where you want to be in June? And what are you doing to, I guess, hold that through the championship season for September? We're not racing until September.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I don't think at all I'm where I want to be as far as when trials comes around. But I think that's kind of the point of what we're our training, the way we set up this year. So I'm confident with how we're going through things, whether it's technique, working on things, getting a lot of races in. I didn't do indoors this year, so I've been doing a lot more traveling. But physically, I still feel pretty healthy, so that's a plus. And just being out here competing with these guys, that's the best type of training I can do. So I'm not mad with it at all. I feel good where I'm at. There's still a whole lot of things I can work on, as you guys clearly have been seeing, but I feel good.
And obviously, as athletes, we all structure our season very differently. Some people don't run a lot at all. Some people run a lot of races. At this point, you have been traveling. You have been running a lot of races. It's been a busy season for you. What's the thought process on how y'all have been approaching this outdoor season?
Usually I would have ran at least about 5 races indoors, but I didn't run indoors at all this year. So talking to coach, we decided to just get more of those races, that competition feel, the adrenaline running and getting over hurdles at the same time outdoors. It's different and it's new. I feel like I'm still trying to find how this season's gonna go. It's weird because I'm used to doing indoors every year, but I mean, like I said, I feel good about it. I'm confident going into every single race, just having fun, enjoying, competing, and doing what I love to do.
And Freddie, I think you've come third in both of the hurdle races so far in the slams, but then in the 100, we kind of see a little big dip. So what? I'm sorry. You know we're here. But how have you changed your training, if you've changed your training, to up that 100? Because obviously the hurdles are there. So are you going into training okay, I need to get this 100 up for a Grand Slam, or are you doing what you always do?
So I'm doing what I always do. I do think I ran 13:09 in Miami. That's a lot faster than I've run that early as well. I think a lot of it for me is comfortability. I made a big jump from the first Grand Slam in the 100 to the second, and I think with confidence, with reps, and just doing it over and over, I will get better. I think my fitness levels are great. I think my speed is great. I ran 13:0 this year already, And it's really just about executing and being more confident in my 100. And I think it's getting there.
And we've seen you do a lot on social media as of recent. Fred, you've had a nice little social media presence. You did a thing with Drip, one of Grand Slam's sponsors.
Yep.
How important is it for you as an athlete, or maybe just athletes in general, to connect with people outside of the track?
Oh, it's immensely important. I think connecting with people outside of your usual circle or your usual bubble, it just brings so much fulfillment and satisfaction. It's just, I think a lot of being successful in track and field is having fun, and you have fun when you kicking it and doing stuff with people that you never met before, doing interesting things or experiencing different things, stuff like that. So I think just a lot of my social media is just I see something funny or entertaining, and I'm just like, well, I'm going to do it, and enjoy myself and have fun. And that's kind of what I'm doing with Grand Slam, trying to come here, obviously execute and perform at a high level, but also have some fun. That's kind of the token of 110 hurdles. We always joking around, laughing, having a good time, but also like we want to compete well. Like we can joke. Cordell making faces. But I do think a big thing about being successful in this very difficult and challenging sport is having fun, networking with people, and enjoying yourself. And social media and the fans and all you guys here watching us, like that makes a big difference for me.
And lastly, Trey, I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. We were having a conversation about just track and field and how hard it is to come by PRs. Like you can go years before you get another PR. And sometimes it feels like the general public does not understand that. And you can run a fast time and they're just like, oh, when you gonna do that again? Or oh, when you gonna run? What do you have to say, or what do you want to express to people in terms of like how hard that is? And just so that they can understand where we're coming from as athletes.
I mean, I like to put it in a historical perspective. Like I would say the golden egg for men's hurdles is sub 13. There's only been so many people in human history to ever do that, and I've never been asked like that question more than once. Like, when are we gonna run 12 seconds? They could like average that again. I'm like, who has ever averaged 12 seconds? And that's an example of like being on top in that PB again. It's hard to do. Like we're in an event and a sport where we're measured by finite things. Like for us, for example, we have 12 chances to mess up: the start, the finish, and the 10 hurdles. You got to get that right to basically PB and have a good day, good weather. Hopefully you're not sick or injured.
Absolutely. Let's give it up for our men's short hurdler.